What a time to be in the city, huh? I'm lost. I don't even know what day it is.
What's the most successful football nation internationally? Brazil, right? 5 World Cups, and and what's the culture of Brazilian football built on? The street football, the futsal, the cage football. So if we could integrate that culture in any way here, we might be winning World Cups.
You see a freestyler that can do like a crazy, we call it the lemon. You kick the ball up and your foot goes around it. A soccer player try that, he might lose his knee.
What like gets you going more when you're at like an event? Like that little kid like going crazy, or like that older guy be like, damn, like you got that, eh?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
The other guy?
That's it, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of Chek the Game, powered by Sport Chek, where we're chatting World Cup vibes, all the energy and atmosphere around this amazing tournament. Zinho here, joined by James and Dan, as well as a special guest, Dennis Trixafa Thompson. Welcome.
What's up,
Mad
brother?
love, guys, for having me. Appreciate it, man. What a time to be in the city, huh?
Absolutely. The World Cup's here. It's been here. It's been what, 2 weeks now?
About a week.
About a week, but man, it's gonna keep going. We have a lot more to go, but I'm excited.
I'm lost. I don't even know what day it is.
Yeah, I know. Lots of sleep too, because these games are going on till like 2 a.m. here in Toronto. So
And you guys just flew back from Vancouver. But
yeah, man, that game. Did you watch that game?
I didn't get to watch it. I was
You were working.
keeping track on it. Yeah, I was just working, so I got some highlights and stuff like that. But
You missed an all-timer, man. You got to go back and rewatch that.
I saw every time I saw Acuna is just dancing. I'm like, okay, they're winning.
Oh, I'm talking about the Canada game.
Oh no, actually, on the Canada game, my daughter had a graduation at the same time at 6 o'clock.
So you were just on your
So
phone.
I was like watching it. My wife was like,
Looking
"What are
in the
you
pocket.
doing?" Just checking the time.
1-0, and you're like, oh, it's 2-0, 3-0.
It's crazy. I was like, "Whoa!" All right, so
Obviously, vibes are sky high. Best tournament in the world. So many storylines. But before we get into that, what was your first exposure to the World Cup growing up? How'd you get into the game?
but I've been watching the World Cup since I was a kid in Jamaica. Like, as '98 was the first time I actually saw the World Cup, like kind of on TV. With Jamaica being in the World Cup at that time. But
Cool.
man, what a time! Like Jamaica was going crazy. The streets were going insane. You know what I'm saying? So, and now this time around, seeing it, I've traveled the world doing a lot of stuff with footy. And 2010, I also did some stuff for the World Cup across the US. So now it's in our city, like, and it's crazy. As I said, I don't even know what day it is. Like,
Yeah.
it's so busy, but it's amazing though.
Did you ever believe the World Cup could come to Toronto?
But never thought in a million years. But you know what? I'm super happy it's here, and we're just going all in.
Yeah.
We're going all in. So the city's on fire. Everybody's talking about it. People that didn't even know. My wife is asking me a question. Is Ronaldo on Canada's team? I'm like, no, he's in Portugal.
That's not how it works. It's not a draft or anything. Yeah. You represent your nation. You're playing for them.
All right. So it's dope, man.
That's what I love, though. Like, the World Cup brings people together. It gets, casual fans, off the couch, supporting the games, watching on TV, watching the stadium. And we're blessed with some great games here in the city, too. I know even today you're heading over to the Germany game.
Yeah, I'm heading to the
Super sick.
Germany Ivory Coast game. So I'm excited for that. Really excited.
Let's touch on Canada for a bit, though, because obviously, things are looking good for Canada at this point in time. First game was a draw, but 6-0 historic win
Absolutely.
against Qatar. Canada's first ever World Cup win, and it came in a thrashing.
Yep.
What are the vibes? How'd you feel about it?
But I'm excited. The score, I never thought Canada would score that many goals. But the way how the game was flowing and we were at them, and all they could do is just like foul our players. Got one of our players injured that he's out for the rest of the tournament. But that's what it takes, right? It takes that much more effort that sometimes you just got to put yourself on the line to make it happen. Look at Messi in the last World Cup, right? This guy's ankles were bleeding. And Messi doesn't go in challenges, right? So that's what it takes sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting better as the games go on, as the tournament progresses. Like the first game, we obviously saw Kyle Lahr not starting, which was a surprise for all of us. You saw Tanny start in that game, but then he came on, scored that goal, got to start the second game, still scoring. So I feel like we're just improving as we go on. Now, Jonathan David, too, the first game, it was a little bit of a tough one for him. But this game now, we're tied with Messi for most goals in the tournament right now. It just shows that this nation is just, we're getting better and better as the tournament goes on. And Jesse Marsh is seeing it and trying to get those little pieces to adjust. Bombito's back. Hopefully we see Davies on soon. Obviously losing Kone in this game was tough, but I feel like that's just also going to make the team even stronger.
100%. And I feel like David's like, he did his best. You know what I'm saying? He did his best. And I think the first game was just a little shaky for him being in the city, and it's just like so much happening. He played on the highest and the biggest stages as well with Juventus, in France and all that stuff. But when it comes to like coming home and representing your home, it's a different expectation. And I felt like he felt that pressure, and he was just like trying to adjust. But the second game, he was just like, you know what? Game on. I'm back in now. Let's go. Locked in.
Yeah. Even seeing Saliba score that free kick right after the injury, the jersey up for Kone.
That was amazing.
That was a beautiful free kick. Seeing that live, we're all like, wow. We didn't know we had that in him. So,
well, you know what? That's what football does. You know what I'm saying? It brings out the special thing that when your team is down in a certain way or you're up, you do the right things just so bring that energy to your team, right? And when he did that, it just makes the team even stronger.
Absolutely.
And the fans were like all over it, right? So it was amazing.
The atmosphere in that stadium was next to the best I've witnessed around the world. I'm sure you've been to many games, like just witnessing these Canadian fans celebrating after each, like we saw it 6 times that game. And I'm not sure if you guys saw Lopetegui like after that game too. I think it was giving Marsh a little bit of like
He was cheese.
He was a little upset with him, like why are you still scoring goals? Why are you pressuring us? We're down to 9 men. They had 2 red cards, right? But it's the World Cup. Like goals matter. Like thanks to those 6 goals, we're likely to top the group now because
100%.
obviously Switzerland have what +3.
Yeah.
So
but like we have to pump as much goals as we can. Yeah. But I find like if at this stage, if I stop scoring and I'm passing the ball around, it just makes your team look even worse.
Oh, for sure.
So keep scoring goals.
That just brings more of a fear to Switzerland too, because we saw Switzerland tie Qatar in the first game. They did get the 3 points against Bosnia where we were slacking, but again, we noticed and we saw that the Canada team deserved to win that first game. But hopefully Switzerland, has to rethink their plans a little bit coming up against the Canadian team. So it's going to be an exciting game. That third game is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
That third game is definitely going to be an exciting one. They tied Qatar and now coming to play us. They're going to be like, bro, we're bringing it.
Yeah.
We're bringing it.
And we're
Just be
back
ready.
home in Vancouver too.
Yep.
And if we top that group, we're staying in Vancouver.
I like what World Cup is doing for us. We get a lot of home games.
Man, you got it, man. We're home. We're got to have that homegrown advantage.
They're giving us that advantage. I love that. I love that.
But what do you think a win like that for Canada means for soccer in this country? Because let's say 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, obviously hockey country, there's other popular sports here, winter sports, but you think a win like that really makes soccer just catapult to being a popular sport here in the nation?
Yes and no. Why I said no is because we need to have people out there still chanting for the team, even though we're not in the World Cup or CONCACAF time or whatever it is. So we need more, like how they're dropping so many pitches across the country, right? They just dropped maybe 10.
Yeah.
Now I heard they're gonna drop another 20.
Pitches.
Right? Another 25 around the country. So we need that, but we also need them to free up the space and not put a thing on it that you have to book it. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like, like there's gonna be an event there so everybody knows, but just open it and try to maintain it as best as we can, and that will drive it. We have people here are saying that the pitches are, now they open them and then they close them saying that you have to book them. And then they're walking away with their heads down. Yeah. So that already is starting to, we need to change that. Keep the pitches open, let them play. Winter time. A guy said to me that Canada just did this and now they're closing the pitch that you have to rent them.
Oh.
So and it's still summer. It's like, where are we gonna go play now?
No, for sure.
Right? So we need that energy to constant right through the year. I know we have winter and stuff like that, but
we can't see them shutting these pitches down after the tournament. You have to keep them up because if you want to keep the
energy,
yes. The football going, and like if fans are spending over $1,000 to see Canada play in this World Cup,
best open the pitch.
You can't spend $50 to go watch them in a friendly Like,
Yeah.
you know, like those friendly matches before the tournament.
Yeah.
Like, we need to see more Canadian fans there.
100%.
We saw a lot of like Ecuadorians. There was Ivory Coast. There was also Tunisia, that one friendly as well.
Because of the culture they have.
For
right?
sure.
We're trying to build that culture. As we know, we're a hockey culture, right?
Yeah.
And we're trying to build that soccer, footy culture. So we need to keep those pitches open.
It's you guys need to go and watch the national team play no matter what.
100%.
No,
Get out there.
I like the way you put that, because obviously you're a freestyler.
Yeah.
And the essence of soccer, the culture is built on the access, how easy it is to play the game. You just need a ball, that's it. And you can make a ball with a pair of socks, with like some paper rolled up, like the access around the world is so easy. So
Anything.
you're right. You know, Canada's winning games, but to grow the game, the cages, the street football, the access needs to be there for people to just play, learn the game, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what's gonna build our culture. The more we have so many different cultures across the country, we need to keep those spots open and available for people that just want to go. You know, I would say take away the mesh on the back, because people don't know how to take care of them.
Yeah.
Put those. I see like in England and in somewhere all over Europe, they have the cage,
Yeah.
but then it's like bars on it. So it's like
that's
you
it.
take a shot and it hits the bar, you know it's in. You know?
Yeah.
I might say you missed, but
Yeah.
you know, but that's also drive that energy as well. You know, you're like, no, you scored, and it's just like
Passion.
let's keep playing,
Yeah.
let's keep playing, right?
Yeah, like what's the most successful football nation internationally? Brazil, right? 5 World Cups, and you know, and what's the culture of Brazilian football built on? The street football, you know, the futsal, the cage football. So if we could integrate that culture in any way here, we might be winning World Cups.
100%.
Because those are the kind of players who like are born in the street, playing street football, that make it to the national team, that become the stars, that are the skillers, the showmen, the people that really show up to the occasion. We need that here in Canada.
We need that, especially again. We have Brazil, we have France, we have French, we have Jamaicans, we have Italians. We have so many different cultures here. If we can just unite all of that, we have like a super saiyan team,
Unstoppable.
unstoppable.
Like we can't put a price tag on the game.
Talk about price tag. That's next level, you know. But it's
I want to ask you a question though, because you're a freestyler, right?
and also don't forget I played
X-Pro.
footy.
I know,
There we go.
I know, but I just even want to ask you in general: are freestylers actually good at football, or you guys are just kind of showboating?
You know what? A little bit of both. Not every freestyler can play the game to that extent. Like whether it's 11v11, 7v7, 9v9, and all of that. It all depends, right? So the level of where they take it, because football, all you need is a ball, right? Pretty much, you just need a ball and that's it. And to do anything at all, that's what it takes. Just keep playing. But freestylers and footballers, it's a different world. It's a total different world. And freestylers, they just have the ball and they can just they drop the ball at their feet and they do their juggles and they practice just that. Soccer players, football players, they're passing, they're moving the ball around, you know what I'm saying? The control, the understanding of how to move and all that stuff is different. A bunch of us as freestylers were actually, soccer is where it's all started. Some other freestylers just pick it up and see that it's a cool thing to do.
Mhm.
And I don't have to worry about passing the ball. You know, I can just do this by myself. Right?
Get all the attention.
Yeah.
It's not just the attention.
Yeah, you like the attention.
But the idea that there's so much possibilities, you know, when you're kicking a ball, right? You see a freestyler that can do like a crazy, we call it the lemons. You kick the ball up and your foot goes around it. A soccer player try that, he might lose his knee because we don't move that way.
Yeah.
And a freestyler pass him a ball to his chest, he might catch it because he's not used to catching that ball up, trapping the ball off his chest. So it's a totally different thing. But there are freestylers out there that can play, maybe not at the high level, but like and vice versa. There's soccer players that can't freestyle like how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It's
what
just
got
what it is.
What got you into freestyling?
Actually, it's a good friend of mine that got me into it because I've always been a flair player.
Mhm.
So he's like, and he was traveling around doing stuff, and he's like, "Hey, Dennis, why don't you come and join us?" I'm like, "No, there's no way." I dropped it for like a little while, and then he came back the following year, and he's like, "Come on, bro, you got what it takes." And I'm like, "I don't know, man." And I said, "Okay, I got nothing to lose. Let me try it."
Yeah.
And then it was history from there, man. Travel the world doing it and keep enjoying it and inspiring young kids that, that also when they're trying different moves and when I see them, they're like, hey, Trix, I've been trying to do this move, but it's taking me forever to learn. And I said, okay, go ahead, show me. And they show me, and I said, that's what you're missing. And they tried a few tries, and they're like, their eyes like open. They're like, and it's all details. It's just like soccer, right?
Yeah,
It's all details.
it's a good like way to like even like kids to try, like that's part of like learning, right? Dedication. Like if you screw up the first time, it's gonna might have to take you the 100th time to get it right.
100%.
I'm sure even till now you try new tricks
100%.
and you don't get it off the first time.
No. I've had performance where I have the trick and it's just a day. It's like, really? I can't even balance the ball on my foot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just also whatever is happening in your own life as well. Whatever, that's what you bring forth when you're performing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we see players that are struggling on the pitch and like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, he can't even make a pass. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes at home, in the locker room, all these different things. And then once we start to know more about that, we're like, oh, I feel bad.
We're just human, man.
Yeah.
We're just human.
We have those days too, man. On the pod, maybe one of those days I'm not really, I'm not awake.
Exactly, right?
Today I'm feeling it because you're here.
We bring that vibe, that energy, right? So it's always amazing to be able to share that love when I see kids and even adults that ask me how to do a certain trick or so, and I can show them and explain to them, simplify it, and they're like, "That's it." I said, "What were you been doing?" You know how they say, you got to be consistent. You can be consistent, but you can consistently doing the wrong thing until you ask. So until you ask, you won't know, and it will take you forever.
Yeah. What's been the hardest trick for you to learn?
One of the hardest tricks for me to learn, I think it's the lemons. That same one that you kick it up and you jump around. It's a
So
tough one.
you pop it up and then you have to jump with
It's
it.
like you're doing some juggles,
Yeah.
and you just slight touch it, and you have to like hop a little bit, and your foot has to go around the
Oh,
ball.
around it this way.
Around.
So not
So you can
this
go
way.
this way or that way.
But not,
either way.
It's not around the world. Because that's
No, around the world is a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Around the world is like this around the ball, but this one is like stirring like lemonade, you know? what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. So you're
Lemon.
That's why
stirring
it's called
it.
lemons.
We're gonna pop it up. We're gonna show them.
Yeah,
send us
for
the video.
sure, for sure. But yeah, that's one of the trick that has been a tricky one for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
But speaking of those mistakes, though, how do you deal with those in the moment? Because obviously, let's say you're a footballer, you're playing 11v11. It's a team sport. If you do make a mistake, maybe you could hide, or there's obviously other players on the pitch making mistakes. But as a freestyler, you're the show. The performance is on you. So if you're having an error in the moment, how do you deal with that?
Just pick it back up and keep going.
Just keep going.
Just keep going. It's just like even in a game, you make a few mistakes, you keep going. You can't stop and say, "Okay, time out, guys.
Yeah.
Pause for a second.
Maybe take a little-
Let me just referee. Can you just move for a second? Let me pass the ball right here. Okay, I'm good now. No, you just keep going. I did a performance once, and there was a policeman standing there, like kind of guarding the whole stage and everything. And I messed up, and the ball rolled to the edge of the stage, and I caught it and I flicked it up and put it on my neck and walked back to my spot. And after the show was done, he goes, "I saw that." And he goes, "I saw that you messed up, but you know what you did? You made it look like it was a part of the show."
Yeah.
And that's how football has to be. You mess up, you keep going. You can't stop. You got to keep going, right? You miss a shot, you miss a control, fix it and go again.
You don't get hydration breaks.
Well, you might.
I love the hydration.
Yeah.
Talking about the hydration breaks in the World Cup, what do you guys think of it?
I've been watching it on the Spanish broadcasting, Telemundo, where they don't put advertisements over the hydration break, so you still get to like see the players talking with their team.
Yeah.
If the coach needs to like adjust some tactics in the game mid game, sure, but like to cut the game and go into like commercial break, I'm not having it. It kind of like loses it. Now I'm like not interested, and then I'm like I have to go back into it. But I also see like the players themselves, the teams are losing that momentum in those situations. So you see the momentum chart on any app that you have. Right when that the water break happens, whoever has that ball, momentum just changes. So like it does affect the game a little bit. So I don't know if it's needed every single game. If it's scorching heat, 30 plus degrees, 40 degrees, yeah, I get it. But if we're playing in a dome and it's cool out,
Yeah, you might not need it.
What do you think, James?
I personally, I like the idea of it, but I think, like Dan mentioned, like the momentum part is huge. 'Cause I think even I think it was the Switzerland versus Bosnia game a couple of days ago. Bosnia were having like a spell of possession. They had the hydration break. They came out of it. Switzerland scored 3 goals
oh yeah,
right after the hydration break. So it's like, it's one of those things where it can really shift the game. But I think in those situations where it's like super hot, scorching heat, I'm a fan. I rate it. I think it's good to kind of break up the game a little bit, but I don't like the commercial part of it as well.
Jay?
I don't think it's in the essence of the game because we hear it all the time. Football's a game of 2 halves. I didn't know it was 4 quarters now.
yeah.
Technically, it's still 2 halves.
It's like a basketball game, right? Because you're basically putting the hydration break in between each half, splitting it into
Yeah.
quarters. And
Time out. But I hear what you guys are saying. But as I said, I've played the game at the highest level. And when I played in Nicaragua, and when we're playing in certain cities, you need that
Yeah.
hydration break. So I think right throughout the World Cup, it's important because we're on the same team, right? You might not have the same fitness level as I do. We're all fit, but there's each one of us might need that break just to like hydrate ourselves, whatever we're taking, water or whatever drink or so, just to keep us going. And it's also a good way to to catch ourselves as a team and say, yo,
Yeah.
I saw what you're doing. Okay, let's change this. Let's change that quickly. What is it, like 3 minutes?
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Is it, yeah, 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
So with that being said, instead of them giving a few teams, depends if it's scorching hot or it's a night game or whatever, they have to do it right across the board because some teams are gonna now complain that how these guys get a water break and I don't get a water break. And as I said, if ever someone faints on that field,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah.
It's not
it's a
good
bigger
look.
problem.
It's
It's
not
not
a
even
good
a hydration break problem after that. So I think it's important that they do it. I think it's something that they should have in the game right through the rest of our lives. Because as you can see, this is why players don't last for very long. Because when your body needs to be hydrated and you're going 100, try to drive your car without it having the coolant.
Coolant.
Yeah.
Overheat, man.
Dust.
Burn up.
No matter what it is, you drive it on without the coolant, you're gonna burn out, right?
Saying you're a machine, eh?
None of it to show you that we also are not. The machine is doing that. We're worse, and
Yeah.
machine's built to go further than a human can,
Yeah.
right? So I think it's very important that the hydration break was added to the World Cup, and I think it's something that should keep going because,
what
as I
do
said,
yeah.
when I was playing pro, I'm telling you, there's times when you need it, but like you can see the heat on the pitch, and you see the steam coming up, and you're like, oh my gosh, you make a run and your shoes is on fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just everything is just like, oh my gosh, you're looking over to your coach, and your coach is like,
he's there
I just-
no,
I just want to come off for a second.
in the shade.
no, in reality, at the highest level, 100% you need it. We had a Sunday league match the other day, and I was gassed after 5 minutes. So I can imagine these athletes playing at the highest level.
But we can't compete. We
There's
can't
levels,
compare
man. There's
ourselves that level. But to show
there's
you,
levels.
yes, you need that break,
100%.
right?
Wait, why can't we compare? Well, I'm not an athlete.
We're all athletes. We're all
Thank you.
athletes. So, but at that level, because the intensity is so high, it's very important.
What do you think of the other rules that have been active now in the World Cup? I know there's the corner kick one with the goalie taking too much time, the throw in two, the 5 seconds, and even we saw yesterday Paraguay, Almiron, getting the first red for covering his mouth, right?
Well, you know why they stopped that covering your mouth
Yeah,
stuff? Because
yeah.
people were talking smack,
Yeah,
and it's important. Don't do that. Respect what the people that you're playing against and your teammates.
Mhm.
You're covering your mouth. You're talking so much. There's so much things that happen throughout other games where
Yeah.
guys say, "Oh, I didn't say it, but I was like this."
There's a reason why you're covering your mouth.
Exactly.
It-
And also
and-
it works. It works to like both ways. I could be like talking so nobody can know what I'm trying to say
Yeah.
to my teammates, because if you watch me in a game, like another team watches me and I'm talking to my player, I'm like, yo, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Even though you're not hearing me, you're reading my lips,
Yeah.
right? So it can work in a benefit way and it can work to like a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? So you're talking so much smack about someone, you walk up to them, you say something like disrespectful, and then you're gonna get away with that.
No, for
Yeah.
sure. Even we saw the yellow card reversal too. I think I forgot what game it was, but they gave a penalty. I think it was the Paraguay game too.
It's Paraguay versus
See,
US.
Almiron as well.
Yeah, Almiron.
That guy's a
They
problem.
gave him a
Yeah.
penalty. They gave the goalie a rep, but then they ended up calling that back and giving the player the yellow card, right?
diving.
For diving.
Yeah.
So they can check yellow cards now and stuff.
Yeah.
So
The game is moving forward in a way that I appreciate it. Some things we don't have to change because it's just that's the culture of the game.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if I know that I'm driving in that box and I know that they're gonna have to foul me and I know I can get a penalty shot, right? So now the defender has to think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a thinking game. So if we take away, you nudging me, I'm gonna put myself in the position that I know you're gonna foul me. Yes, I might emphasize a little bit. If you're really like throwing yourself, get up,
Okay.
take a yellow.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But if you really do it the right way, because that's the game, I want you to follow me in this area. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in the box or outside the box, close enough where I can get my play, I can really hit that net, push either we hit the net or the goalie pushes it back out and we run onto it.
Yeah.
I think it's good in that way. But there's certain things that are changing that is good, and certain things that are changing that I think can just stay as is.
some things
You
not.
know,
Even the time wasting. I know we've seen a lot of time wasting. Obviously, in the
time wasting is
league-
bad.
in the league with Arsenal, they've been like the goats at time wasting
Yeah.
over the last.
I'm out of this.
But yeah, even like the wasting the time to get that ball back to throw it in. We've seen the refs obviously doing that count.
Yeah.
It's come to a level like time wasting is part of the game now,
Yeah.
and like that kind of ruins it because I think like a third of the game is being wasted just of the ball not moving.
Yeah.
And we want to see that ball moving, like as fans, like,
Yeah.
bro, okay, I get it, but don't waste all the time.
No,
Play ball, like, you're cheating time.
Yeah.
And you know what? I've played against teams that try to time waste, and we pumped them. I said you're just wasting your own time.
Yeah, that's true. That's the best way to respond to that. Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about the impact of the game a little bit overall, because we're seeing small nations get big results. For example, a Cabo Verde against Spain, and their goalkeeper Vozinha is getting 15 million Instagram followers for keeping a clean sheet.
You started following me too.
He followed you. Let's go. Which is incredible, right? So talk about like how powerful the game of soccer is for things like that to be able to happen, what it means for these small countries, for these players. He's 40 plus years old and his life has changed.
But that's for him. Literally, that's for him. There's a timing. There's a thing in life. Timing is amazing. When you get that time and you make use of it, you don't know what's gonna come of it, and that's the beauty. Especially in sports. It could be with any sport. Anybody. I saw a video of like one of a player that Stephen Curry grew up with, and the guy was a hot shot, and he was just a water boy. Right? And the coach gave him a shot, and he's like, "Hey, coach, I want to play one." And the team pushed him to come on the team. Last minute shot, but winner. You know what I'm saying? He didn't continue, but he has that legacy forever.
That moment.
Stephen Curry
Yeah.
talks about him in interviews always. You know what I'm saying? So there's a time and place that everybody has. It's whether you now take it and build on it, right? Like when I was talking with some of my friends about the same thing, I said, if this guy has a good manager,
Oh,
that can
Brand
help-
deals.
brand deals, all kinds. You name it, all the top brands, they're gonna reach out to him. You know what I'm saying? He's a hot commodity right now,
100%.
and and it depends on how long you last in that space, but take advantage of it at that point.
Mhm.
I think so too. Yeah, like that game overall. I think like I said, he's 40 years old.
Yeah.
Try to become a pundit now. Try to get involved in the game more. Your career's ending
Yeah,
soon.
that's what I'm saying.
So like, there's no better time than now for that player.
And now FIFA is trying to fly his mom in to watch a game. I heard it on.
Oh yeah, because he tried
yeah.
to get his mom in. I think he didn't get her visa in time
Yeah.
for that game.
So now they're gonna jump past the visa,
Yeah.
Yeah.
private jet.
Now he's got motion.
They got
Yeah,
those,
he's got
they got,
motion.
they got the links.
He got the links, and that's what it's about. The power of social media, for athletes now, especially,
Yeah.
to be able to do so much. You know what I'm saying? Look at us. We're working with different brands and all this kind of stuff. So it's important, what I'm saying, back in the day, nobody believed in this, in the platforms that is helping to push especially young people to see that there are potentials, opportunities, right?
Yeah.
And that's how you know soccer is more than, you know, the 11 players on each side of the pitch, that you're changing lives out here. Even Congo getting a result against Portugal. It's crazy. Look what that means for a country.
I'm happy because Congo beat Jamaica.
Oh,
And so now to see them tied Portugal,
It looks good.
it looks good on Jamaica. I'm not gonna lie.
going on with that and like the social media aspect of the game, like, do you think obviously now in the world today, 2026, that social media aspect now part of football? We're seeing players, you know, grow because of it, but also maybe sometimes players may, you know, not use it wisely where it's affecting their game.
We're human being, right? If we don't pay attention to what we're doing, as we said, details, right?
Yeah.
If there's nobody there helping you to say, hey, you're making it, you're
Making a
going the
mistake.
wrong
Yeah.
path here. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need to go down there a little bit to now reflect,
Mhm.
right? Because sometimes you feel like you're untouchable, right? And when people are talking about you in a negative way and you think it's, oh, I can do whatever I want, you have to realize that that's not the way of life.
Yeah.
Right? You didn't grow that way. So now why are you changing in this way? Because they saw other people that have made it so far in their life being on top. If you really look at it, all the top people now, they're like below, and now there's others coming up. So you have to understand the way of life.
Well, we think about it, like look at all the legends that are on at those games watching, like Kaká, Ronaldo, all those legends in the stands. Like those guys are icons because of what they did on the pitch, right?
Exactly.
They didn't grow up with social media
No.
or use it in a way to grow their brand. Like
No.
those they just showed it because of what they got
Yeah.
on the pitch, right? So then we have players today, like, yeah, they're good, but then they're using their brand and their socials to kind of grow their personality or their following.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, if you have younger guys who follow those players and they do something, you know, negatively or scandalous, they look up to these guys,
Yeah,
right?
but they're human beings, as I said, right?
Yeah.
So your mom and your dad have done foolishness in their lives too, even in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just what it is. It's how you take that information now,
Mm.
right? So you can go on and do all these different things on your social media, but you have to understand now. I follow you, and you're a big deal, right? I'm gonna now try to replicate what you do. I have to catch myself and my surrounding and realize that I don't want to be like you. I do idolize you, but that's not the way how I want to live my life.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So social media is good and bad, just like anything. If I give you $1 million right now, you do whatever you want with it. It's
Yeah.
what you do with it.
Yeah, yeah.
You can do good or you could do bad, right?
Exactly.
So and who you spend it with and all of that kind of stuff. So I feel like now's a time where athletes can actually use their voice and use who they are, because as you can see now, Messi just started talking on the mic, interviews and all
Yeah.
that. You never get to
Yeah.
see that
No, for
much
sure.
because that's not his personality, right?
All right.
So now he has to step up a little bit. He doesn't have to. That guy could just sleep for the rest of his life right now. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have to do anything.
He has what it takes, right? So, but for him, he can do that. You know what I'm saying? But also not for too long, because life is changing and he has to now learn how to adapt the new changes of life. Social media, this, that, whether you like it or not. If you want to constantly making that money come in, you have to be able to step up and you have to work.
How many more years do you think Messi has in him?
How many more years? Until the wheel falls off. I always say he's in the MLS. Maybe we'll see him in League One in Toronto.
Oh, yeah, why not?
It all depends on how you want to kick the ball and where it takes you and how you go about it.
Yeah.
Touching on that social media stuff, though, what do you guys think about players using their phones in the locker rooms? Like, for example, game just finishes, you already see like a player post a carousel on the phones in the locker room. Stories are out.
I feel like,
That's
as I said, they're human beings. They have to enjoy. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, bud, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're just like so enclosed and tight. Like, I got, who am I hiding from? You guys are my friends. We're in the change room. Whether we win or lose, we have to keep going, as I said, right? We have to keep going. Yes, it's unfortunate sometimes you lose and you see a player, but they have to keep promoting themselves and showing that, I'm still here. I'm not gonna go home and cry and
No.
I'm saying I have to show up the next game and let's go. People, they're talking about social media right now. I was just watching on after one of the games. I forgot who it was that was talking about social media and all the negative that's coming from it, right? And people are talking trash about players and they're doing this and they're doing that. We're always gonna have that.
Mhm.
Life is negative and positive. It's how you take it.
Before it was in the newspapers. Now
Exactly.
Now
Now
it's
it's in
online.
your face straight up, and I
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
faster.
But it's life. You're gonna have negative and positive, and that's what keeps going. It's who can really, have the control to catch themselves and have positive people around them
Mm.
to help them keep going.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is not gonna go away.
No.
It's not gonna go away
Any
because
worse.
I said to people all the time, hurt people.
Okay. I like that.
It's true.
It's a quote right there.
Going back to you, who was that player you idolized growing up?
For me, Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho?
Oh yeah. If I watched that guy on YouTube when we had dial up, I had to wait hours like this. And once it load and I watch that and I go play my game, guys are in
You're feeling
trouble.
it. Ah.
Guys are in trouble. I went to Ecuador and I played, and some of the kids were calling me Ronaldinho because I had long braids. And when I do my and I'm gone passing the ball, the kids like Ronaldinho, and I'm like,
You felt nice.
I feel
Yeah.
nice. I'm not gonna lie. I was sweating. My sweat dried right away. No, but yeah, Ronaldinho was my idol growing up. That guy played such a huge role in my life. When he came to Toronto, I was like, can I get to meet him? I didn't get to meet him, but you know what? I got to meet Kaká.
Nice.
But I would say not everything in life you're gonna get right on, right? So
Yeah.
it's just what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Still time.
who knows, right? That was his second time in Toronto, and I didn't catch him again. But who knows?
Next year. I'll come back next year.
Life, hopefully,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hopefully,
I think it was a success. You're at the game.
it was a success.
Yeah, so hopefully
they
come
invite
back.
me to come out
Yeah.
and everything. So it was really good.
Maybe do a little freestyle with him.
No, I'll be too old for that. That guy don't even want to touch the ball, bro. You see how he plays now? He comes and he touches the ball. He like, bro, do something. Nah.
That's extra. Every trick is extra. If I do a trick, you're
You want me to score? That's another 5K.
Oh, that's how crazy you want the plans to go.
That's the way it is, man. You know,
That guy defines cultural impact, though, for the game.
100%.
I think it's hard to name a more popular footballer all time. I feel like obviously, you have your Messi and Ronaldo, but Ronaldinho, in terms of getting people to love the game, as a Nike athlete, all those Joga Bonito commercials, like, first million views on YouTube ever was the Ronaldinho hitting the crossbar.
That's what I'm saying.
After you got the new tiempos in
yeah.
the briefcase,
Yeah.
Bruv,
hit the crossbar like 5 times in a row.
I looked for those tempos forever.
You can't find them?
Can't find them.
Nike, you gotta find them.
What like gets you going more when you're at like an event? Like that little kid like going crazy, or like that older guy being like, "Damn, like you got that, eh?"
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
The other guy?
That's it. Yeah, I just get the jitters. I get the jitters still, man. So no, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Awesome. For today's game, obviously Germany versus Ivory Coast. This is obviously going to be posted afterwards, but like, what are you most excited for? Like, what are you like going to go watch? There's a player that stand out for you in none of those teams.
I'm just excited to be in the stadium to be able to watch this game and to see the German team play against Ivory Coast. Like some of these players from Germany, like even the legends from Germany. You know what I'm saying? I know they're done now, but like actually get to see Germany play. They've beat Argentina in one of the World Cups. You know what I'm saying? Get to see those guys, a World Cup champion, play in front of me.
In
Yeah.
Toronto's
It's
crazy.
just-
4-time World
I'm
Cup
ex-
winners.
I'm
Chronic
just like,
nation.
bro,
Levels.
Yeah.
it's like, bro, I'm just like a little kid, like.
You're gonna watch it.
You know what I love though? Like, for example, like a Musiala. Maybe there's a kid in the stands today that is gonna see a Musiala play for the first time, get inspired, be absolutely enamored with the way he plays, and maybe that kid grows up to play for Canada one day.
Yeah.
Just from that exposure to an incredible football. That's the stories I love.
Inspiration, man. Inspiration. That's what it is, man. That's why this tournament, football in general, once you see it, whether it's even with Toronto FC, it's just all about like just inspiring the next generation to come up and play. And when they see these top teams now from the world, out in the world, Europe and stuff like that, playing in front of them, man, it just it clicks just like that, and it turns your life around without you even noticing.
Even the Canada game that we saw obviously like Jonathan David scoring 3 goals. Like,
Yeah.
some people are like, that guy has the same amount of goals as Messi. Messi scored a hat trick. Like, just saying that's
The
like, wow.
possibilities.
Like, dude, like
Right?
he grew up in Ottawa, played here, played there. Like, if I can do that, like, why not try it? And like, it's just more inspiration for the kids, like Jay said.
100%.
yeah.
100%.
Just witnessing that live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exposure is everything. You just need those references in front of you.
Man.
Eyes.
And being in that atmosphere, bud, it's like you're just sucking in all that energy. You know what I'm saying? And else just to put it to use.
Isn't that crazy how just that round ball like can take you around the world?
Bruv.
No pun intended.
Bruv.
Like,
That-
what's
that
the
ball
best
actually-
country that ball has taken you?
Spain.
Wow. How was that experience?
Right. I was actually coaching with a group, and we took a team to Spain, and we were in Valladolid, just outside of Madrid. And but like I was coaching U13s, and we were playing against a team that's 2 years younger than us. We beat them by size.
But you were with kids from here.
Yeah, kids from
Okay,
here. We
good.
took a
Yeah,
team
yeah.
from here.
Yeah.
And we beat them because of size.
Yeah.
But the things that these kids were doing, I forgot to even coach my players at one time. I was watching.
I was just
them.
watching. What can I learn from this?
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
But these kids are out there all the time. Our kids are training every day as well. But there's a different level. It's just their manners. There was a kid that, a very small kid. He's like at least 10, playing with the U11s. And the kid was just like, after the game, I was like, hey, Messi. He goes, no, Ronaldo.
I like that.
I was like, sorry, bro. Sorry, my bad.
It's funny because my brother was in Spain, I think last summer. I forget recently, but he was at that team that Messi just previously bought. I forgot the name. Forget the name it is, but he went to go watch one of like the youth games because it's right outside his hotel or his Airbnb. And like, man, these kids, like, because obviously they have so many years of just like witnessing the game live. Obviously having
at that level,
having their nation win a World Cup to go back to back in the Euros. Like those kids, they grew up right in that moment. They're young, right? 2010, think about it. 2010, 2012,
Yeah.
2008, sorry. You're in that time, you grew up with it, and like now you're playing because they witnessed that stuff live. So like he was saying those kids were like something else, and the boys and the girls.
And you pass the ball to them, and I passed the ball to a kid. He looked at me like, I was like, what are you trying to say, bro?
He said, you had a bad pass?
No, I gave him a good pass, but I guess he was expecting me to like whip it to him. I'm like, oh, you're like 10. You want me to whip the ball? That's the level their coaches push them.
Yeah.
There's no limits to them.
Yeah.
They would challenge an adult.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Good.
I like the heart, man.
You're young still, but
I
you
love
got
the
it.
heart.
Well,
We got some young ballers in the building right now.
we're seeing players now like 17, 18 coming to the big stage, even in this World Cup, right? There's those young guys playing the highest level of football. So, hey, man, it's right around the corner for some of these kids that can definitely do it. Canada, we're seeing some young guys now witnessing this live. It's in a couple of years. They're young. They're breaking through early.
Like, perfect example, like, look at Jaden Nelson.
Mhm.
I've known Jaden Nelson since he was like 14. And to see him on the World Cup team right now,
Yeah.
like, I saw him at the send-off.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jay, bro. He goes, yo, Trix. Bro, I can't believe it.
It's crazy.
I can't believe it. I said, bro, believe it. Embrace it.
Yeah.
That's no matter what happens, you're on this team, this World Cup team. So just keep going. Just keep working at it, my guy. He goes, appreciate that.
Even a player like Promise, we had him in studio. We had a chat with him. He's one of our good buddies as well, like growing up. But I remember like we were training the Vaughan soccer team, strength conditioning, and he was a small little kid.
Yeah.
Small little guy. And even seeing him now, like he grew up big.
The guy is bigger than us.
Yeah. I'm like, bro.
6'4".
Yeah,
I'm like,
big boy.
you just how? And then obviously like just his size in general, and just seeing him play the football now, and he's still so young. And there's obviously those rumors of him going to that next stage now in football. It's so exciting to see.
Man, but this is why we have to be mindful of like who's around us, like the younger kids that are coming up that's around us.
Mhm.
We gotta be mindful of what we say
Yeah.
and what we're doing, like we say on the social media, right? But they also have to have strong background of like positive people around them to recognize when those things are happening to help you keep going, right?
Yeah.
So and that's what keeps those guys going, because they have positive people, you know what I'm saying, around them. It doesn't have to be a full community. Just need 2 or 3.
Yeah.
2 or 3. That's all you need.
What's crazy because we're getting players in the national team in Canada from every little part. We've got
I'm
players
telling
from
you.
Montreal, we have players from Ottawa, we have players from Brampton, we have players from Vaughan, and also like a background with their roots as well, right? We're trying to poach players from everywhere we can, and I don't know. I'm excited. I think this.
But also,
yeah,
what you guys are doing, I see you guys are doing some big things, like, you know, talking to players from Europe, talking to the Canadian, like so many of the national players from Canada. Like, to see you guys do that, I'm like,
thank you.
I know those guys. I know those.
Yeah, like, we want to bring the game to obviously to a level where like the people can obviously get to meet the players and know the players personal level. Because obviously you're seeing the players on TV, like you don't know those players,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
you see those players, you love those players, but do you know those players? So kind of bring that connection, build that bridge between the players and the fans is what we'd love to do.
But how did you guys went from what you were doing still and getting that opportunity? What did it feel like when you got that message from Canada?
Oh, huge.
You
Like,
guys-
obviously,
you guys-
like, yeah, yeah, like, hey, don't want to, like, you know, these guys are younger than us too. Obviously, you want to keep her in the game, but no, obviously, like, just kind of to know the players, like, as a human being, like, is the best part. Talking to Promise, talking to also, like, you know, getting them to laugh a little bit, because sometimes on pitch, like, yo, those guys are serious. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do they laugh?
They're so focused. That's
Yeah.
why, you know what I'm saying? Some people are like, I don't like this player because he always looks so mad.
Yeah.
And when you talk to them, and they're smiling, you're like, this is a totally different person.
Yeah.
And that's the best part. Like when we start talking to the guys and like obviously it's fresh, we don't know them yet, they don't know us yet. It's a little bit serious, but like after like the 10th minute where we're laughing and giggling, that's when things just like spark. So that's the best
Because
part.
there's so much to learn about them. Like, you know, what motivates them? What was their childhood like? What's their passions outside of the game? And a lot of people don't know that, but people want to know. And once you learn that stuff about the player, that they become so personable, and there's just so much to learn.
It's facts, and that's why I said, remember, they're human beings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They have feelings.
Yeah.
So whatever is happening in their personal life sometimes can come out on the field. With a great coach,
Yeah.
can recognize that. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Talk to them. Okay, this is going on. Okay, let's try to deal with it like this. You know, let's try to fix what's going on first before you take it to the pitch. Because if you take it to the pitch, you get the worst results.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to resolve it before we step onto the pitch. And that's so some people go, oh, you got to have boundaries. Yes, but this is a team now, a unit. So if I can't understand you because of all these boundaries, you know, I don't know what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in your head? You know what I'm saying?
Even this national team, like I know we mentioned it already, but like, what do you think Jonathan David or even Kyle Larin thought about that first game? Like, oh, like I'm not starting. Jonathan David had one of the worst games he's had for Canada. Like on social media, you're seeing that the fact that he came out to the next game and scored those 3 goals, like that just shows like these guys obviously know what's going on, what's being said about them.
But what's the beautiful thing is every time they go in an interview,
Yeah.
they all talking good about the player. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Trust me. We know what he's capable of.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it. But it came out second game, bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang. And it's like that's what teammates do. They encourage you. I know, okay, bro, I know you had a bad day. That's fine.
Mhm.
Let's keep moving, like you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
right? Let's keep going. So if your locker room is positive,
Oh, huge.
but
Yeah.
even if you lose 10-0, if your locker room is positive, your next game, you might be able to score the 10 goal.
Yeah, we see. I know there's a video that came out today too of Ishmael coming back from the hospital. His the teammates welcoming him.
They're
It's
all waiting for him.
important.
From
Yeah.
even
It's
Jesse
important.
Marsh, I heard like just flew right away straight to the hospital after the game.
And he's the one that started the chant.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So when you have people like your coach encourage that and not just sit in his office and he's on the, I got to go over gameplay. The gameplay is right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's your team.
Sometimes you don't have to put the whiteboard
No.
in front of the player. Sometimes just getting the boys together, playing a couple cards,
Yeah.
smiling, having a laugh.
See, but that's why conversation and dialogue and camaraderie is everything. And that's what we're trying to do right here.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
It's important. It's important for people to see and understand. You know what I'm saying? I've had kids that come in and see me for the first time and they're like, I'm like, hey, come here. And they go, I'm like, yeah, come here. So they're like, oh, I see you all the time on Instagram. I said, okay, you like the skills, right? And they're like, yeah. I said, would you like to learn a skill? No, I'm okay. Deep inside, he's like,
Yeah.
yes. And I said, it's okay. And I said, I'll teach you a trick. What do you say? And he goes, Okay.
Yeah.
And then he says, I'm not good though. But it does like 50 keep ups after. I'm like, how you gonna say you're not good? You just did 50 keep ups.
But like,
Because they feel like, they're in front of us and they feel like they can't do what we do. And I said, you're gonna become better than me.
Yeah.
And they go, no, never. There's no way I can be better than you. I said, trust me, you're gonna be better than me soon.
but just think about even what that moment means to the kid. Even just the conversation, the back and forth. The acknowledgement, the appreciation. Like we had a couple kids come up to us like the past week and like recognize us from
Yeah.
TikTok and be like, oh my God, like I saw you on TikTok and taking a picture. They're telling their mom, I'm gonna tell all my friends at school.
That's what
Like
it's about.
that's what it's all about. It's the inspiration.
That's culture right there.
Yeah.
Culture.
That's
We're
what I like to
building
hear.
that footy culture.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now to close things off a little bit here, let's talk about a little bit more of the World Cup. What's been the most surprising game, or the team that you sorry, not games, the most surprising team that's I guess surprised you the most? Yeah, sorry.
I would say most surprising. I'm not gonna have. I gotta go with Canada. I can't believe we beat up a team that tied against a pretty good team.
Mm.
So, and we're all in the same group, right? So, and it's beauty. So to see what we're gonna do against them, you know what I'm saying? The team that tied against the team that we slaughtered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm so excited to see that game coming up.
Yeah. What about you guys? Who
Yeah.
surprised you the most?
In terms of a team,
We know Canada surprised us all. Give us another shot.
I'll give you another shot. Surprising team so far for me has been Morocco. I think there was a lot of changeover with the team. A lot of their stars were gone. New coach came in as well, so I think they had a lot of doubters. Some people were even saying, Scotland might even finish over them in the group. Some crazy takes, but they've been really solid so far. A lot of really young talent. But Brahim Diaz has been really good as well. And I think they have a good chance of even topping the group potentially.
Yeah.
With Brazil, which I think not a lot of people would have thought.
I would say USA, honestly.
I had them
I'd
too.
say USA. They were the first team to advance officially to the
Yeah.
knockout stage. And it's good to see from a host nation, right? Canada's playing well. US is playing well. Mexico's playing well. So that's all you want to see from hosts.
But US looked like Brazil at one point. I was like, what is going on?
There we
The
go.
way how they were passing the ball and everything, I was like, bro, not even the goals, but just like possession. The way how they were keeping possession of the ball, I was like, yes.
I think
I like
Pochettino was like messing with us a little bit.
Yeah.
He was making his team look weak for a little bit, but
But-
he's like, when World Cup starts, we know what's good.
Oh yeah.
Turned it on.
But they had that thing. He said one thing he always tell his players: pretend it's a practice.
Yeah.
Be a kid.
Yeah.
Go out there and play footy.
Yeah.
But when he said that, that's what I saw on the pitch. I was like, makes sense.
You guys had some good shouts. I was gonna say USA, but I'll give you the team that's, I guess, surprised me in a way where they didn't perform. What's that word? What can I call it?
Bressy,
Disappointment?
Disappointed me.
Disappointed, yeah,
Yes, that's the word.
Brazil.
No.
They won yesterday. though.
But the first game, buddy, I was like,
But it come out of a surprise from Morocco. Who's his surprise team?
true.
There you go.
Turkey officially
Oh,
knocked
yeah.
out, I think. We saw, players like Gouler, Yildiz, even Yilmaz up top, like the new upcoming like talents in the world. And that team just didn't shake
Yeah,
my boots.
You didn't shake your boots.
Didn't wake me up. I honestly fell asleep that game.
yeah.
So
Same.
it was late, but
Play game.
yeah, Turkey for some reason, everyone kind of has them a little bit for tournaments when it comes to like the world stage, but they just a little bit disappointment from my end.
Yeah. No, facts.
I know Chris was
Facts,
going
but
off for
now we're moving forward, like with the tournament. The second leg is coming up just now
Yeah.
to see, everybody moving on, and I think that's when the real excitement starts.
Mhm.
The
So
big games come.
Yes,
Has your favorite changed at all, or no? You're still having. Who's your favorite?
Argentina.
That's when I step out, guys. Sorry.
That's when he steps out.
No, Argentina is.
No, you don't
Yeah.
think France was crazy? That game
You know
was
what?
good.
Okay, I feel like Argentina is good. I want Argentina to win,
Yeah. Okay.
but I feel like France is gonna win the World Cup.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like France is gonna win the World Cup. Yeah.
Got a squad.
Mbappe, yeah, that goal he scored, I think he scored 2, right? Elise has been cooking as well. It's
Just the
exciting.
team,
Yeah,
just the team in general. Like that's what I'm. For me, a player can stand out, but when you have a team that plays together, like Argentina has that right now. Everybody on the pitch with Argentina, Messi, is on the pitch, and he has 10 bodyguards.
Different game. I say it, man. Like if Argentina's not on that team might struggle a little bit.
If who?
If Argentina's not on that pitch with that team,
Messi.
Yeah.
Messi.
if Messi's not on, if Messi's not on that team with Argentina, that team looks like it can struggle.
It can get struggled. Yeah, it
Yeah.
can get shaky. It definitely. But that's how I said. That guy, he the way how he plays the game now, especially now in his age, the guy comes back a little. He moves forward. He walks over here for a second, shake a guy's hand. Hey, how you doing? And then he loses his player. So the guy that's marking him is like,
Got no idea where he is.
That's twice it happened that game.
bro, the guy is just so intelligent that he just he drowns you. He takes you to the deep, and then all of a sudden he leaves you out there to drown.
Like where'd he go?
And then he's back in the position where he needs to be, receive the ball, finishes.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Like the guy is just so intelligent, and it takes a good coach also to allow one player to play like that.
Yeah, because
Create the system around.
on the other side we saw Portugal, where
Ronaldo still haven't
like,
changed.
Like Portugal, you take a Ronaldo out of that team is strong.
I feel
You know
so.
what I mean?
I feel
Like
so.
not like Argentina, right? You take out
Argentina,
Messi.
you take Messi out, they might fall.
Yeah. You take Ronaldo.
Out, they
That
might.
team is still strong 11 players, but like you put Ronaldo in there. Obviously, you want him to score. Obviously, he's the main guy on the pitch. There's opportunities where that Portugal could have scored those goals,
But they were looking for him.
But I'm still rooting for Portugal. They're my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so.
hey, and that's the beauty of the game, right? We all have our favorites, and we respect that, and that's what they're really and truly pushing for fans to respect each other, no matter what. We're all sitting up here. You're Brazil. What team are you going for, James?
Canada.
You're going for Canada. We're all going for Canada. Come on.
Cop out
No,
answer.
you had yes, Germany. Yes,
Got
Germany.
Germany, Italy,
Germany?
South, so yeah.
Yeah. So and that's the beauty of it, right? All of us sit up here and we're all rooting for a different team, but we respect,
Of course.
each other. We might just kind of, talk a little bit of, but we all respect each
We
other.
keep it
That's-
Canadian. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, eh?
The Canadian.
No, it's been an incredible tournament so far. Storylines, emotions everywhere, all over the place. As we close out here, give a final message to the fans.
I just say keep going. Beautiful time in the city right now. And we're hoping that it will come back again. Maybe when I have a walking stick, but no, it's a beautiful time. I would love to see Argentina play here, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Apparently, Portugal might.
Yeah.
Portugal might. So I might get Ronaldo to put on the Argentina jersey for just. But in general, like just everyone just keep going. Keep pushing in the six right across Canada. Let's keep pushing footy.
Let's keep running the
You know what
game.
I'm saying? Let's keep that footy culture going.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
I know you said you idolize Ronaldinho, but who is your GOAT?
Now,
Who's your GOAT? Your GOAT.
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho's your GOAT?
Yeah.
All right.
Valid.
That guy.
Valid.
I like that.
That guy is a goat, man. The guy touched the ball. It's magic.
Love that. Let's keep pushing the culture. Guys, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're still riding Canada high, still on a roll, and we'll see you on the next one. Let's go.
Thank
Canada.
you. Thank you, Trix.
Canada.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
thank
go.
you guys for having me. I appreciate that. One love, man.
Your handles, just to share with the people.
I am Trixafa _ no, sorry. I am _ Trixafa.ent.
Perfect.
You might have to simplify that handle up there. Is at Trixafa available or no?
Trixafa is yeah. It might pop up. It might pop up. There's a few replicas.
There's no original. You're the original.
Yeah, OG.
Thank you guys.
That's it.
All love.